Hello and welcome everyone to the second episode of the Rocket Academy here on Esports.ch. My name is Syntax, Rocket League player for Silent Gaming, and in this second episode today we're going to talk about movement and boost efficiency. So I'm going to give you some very good tips on how you can get around the field much faster and how to waste less boost while you're playing. So let's get right into it.
Esports.ch Powered by UBC.
Okay everyone, so the first thing I want to talk about today is how to gain speed and build up momentum the fastest way. Now, of course you could just drive and use your boost to get the top speed, but that will waste you a lot of boost sometimes, and you might not have that much boost in certain situations during the match. Now, the second option the game gives us is of course a forward dodge. Now, with a forward dodge, you need to do it 3 times in a row to get the top speed. And I'll show you this. You need to do it once, twice, and the third time, and you will be at top speed. Now, the problem with this is that it takes a lot of time to build up the speed because you have to do 2 dodges first. Now, of course, the fastest way now to get to supersonic is to combine those 2 methods, so boosting and dodging. So if you boost and do a dodge, this is pretty much the fastest way to build up that speed. Now, what you have to think about is when you press boost and do the flip at the same time, your boost will at some time during the flip point directly upwards, which gives your car a little bit of an upwards momentum, which it puts it into the air longer. And I'll show you this. So do a flip and boost at the same time, and you can see that the car kind of stays in the air a little longer because you boost upwards for a bit. Now, what we can do to counter this problem, because we do not want to mess up our flip and mess up the landing, we want to stay as close to the ground as possible, we can do a diagonal dodge. Now, what this means is you don't put your stick straight forward, you put it about 45 degrees to the left or the right. So instead of flipping directly forward, you will do a diagonal dodge like this. And now this gives you the advantage that the boost, or you can see that the exhaust where the boost comes out, it will always point behind my car and will always give me a forward momentum, and it will never point up. So I can show you this right now. You can see that the boost never points anywhere else than behind my car. So when you want to dodge and boost at the same time to build up speed, you always want to do a diagonal dodge. Also, if you want to get the small pads, and I will turn off the unlimited boost for a bit, this will also give you the advantage that a forward dodge could maybe mess up your flip. It depends on the time when you are driving over the small pad, but if you do a diagonal dodge, like nothing can, you don't have to really worry about the landing afterwards, because the boost always points at your back and you will always go straight forward with the momentum. So that's just something to think about when you're playing to get around the field much faster, diagonal dodging instead of doing a forward dodge. Now, as I just said, the small boost pads are very important to get around the field, because a lot of the times the big boost pads in the middle and the corners are not there. So always remember to take up the small boost pads, because it's very, very important. Now, I want to show you a quick example of this. If you, for example, you went for a shot in the opponent's net, so this is the opponent's goal. You went for a shot, but somehow they saved it away, and now you're in the enemy's net without any boost. And now imagine that the corner boosts are also gone because somebody took them. Now you might think that you're on 0 boost, you're gonna take all day to get back into defense, but that's not always the case. In this situation, you just have to make a smart decision about the route you're taking to go back. So you'll pretty much have to remember a little bit where those small boost pads on the map are, and you can see that there's pretty much a good route here of those small boost pads you can take to go back into defense. And I'll show you an example real quick. So imagine we're in the enemy's net without any boost and the corner boosts are taken. You can, for example, take this boost, do 2 dodges, take all the boosts here on the route, and you're back almost in no time. You're back so quick, and I still have 50 boosts left after this, so a lot of boosts left to defend the net. So those are some things about movement on the field and where you want or how you want to move, and the routes you want to take to get to the places you want to. Always remember to diagonal dodge, because it's you have better control over your flip, and remember to take the small boost paths and to figure out a good route to go back with your diagonal dodges. And yeah, the best way is just to practice your movement in free play. Just drive around until you feel comfortable with this, and yeah, you'll be much quicker on the field in certain situations. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about today. Of course, there's more tips and more tutorials in the series coming soon. I hope you learned something today, and until then, I hope you have a nice day, and see you next time, guys.
Esports.ch. Powered by UBC.